Hi guys. So today I'm going to be using the nail hand because I will not lie to you, my hands are a mess. I've been going through some stuff in real life and I've got a bad habit of biting my skin around my hands, so I didn't want to show you that. I don't like working on this hand, but it's got to be done sometimes, so I do apologise for that. And I apologise because I've just knocked the light in front of the camera. But today we're going to be doing a simple set anyway. We're going to be doing some oval. I kind of want to say they're like a retro kind of vibe. We've got like checkered print and it's really simple because pretty much the whole set is just gel and stickers. So as you can see here, I'm just trying to size out the tips. I am going to be gluing the nail tips on with just standard glue today, air dry glue. Just because I didn't want to waste product on I didn't want to waste like my nail glue gel on my nail hand, so I'm just going to be sizing all these out now, gluing them on with some glue, and then I'll come back and obviously talk over the rest of the steps. So I'm just coming in with a nail file now and basically just get the notches off the end of the nails and just bring the sidewalls in just a tiny bit. I kind of just wanted to bring them in just a little bit. They were a bit too wide for my liking in the oval shape, so I just brought them in a bit. But I'm basically just going to do that to all of the nails, and then I'm going to give them a quick buff over, so you'll see me with my little black buffer in a minute. I'm just taking all the shine off the nails now. In retrospect, I shouldn't have done this because it made when I because I went in with the buffer, and then you'll see me take a dust brush, dust it off, and then a lint-free pad and some isopropyl alcohol to get away any of the dust and the dirt that was left over from filing and buffing. And I basically just, I don't know what happened. I think something wasn't, I don't know if it was because of the tips or whether it was my base coat, but when I go to put the base coat on, when I've put it in the lamp, when it comes back out of the lamp and it's fully cured, it's just like an all uneven texture, and I've not had that for ages, so I'm really not sure whether it was the nail tips or not. I've got a feeling it was maybe the nail tips that caused that. So yeah, it is uneven, you can see when I'm painting. But again, like I said, I do apologise because I feel like if this had been on my hand, it wouldn't have been as bad. And I do try to angle the hand upwards, like the fingers upwards, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. But sometimes it's really difficult to try and get the right angle so you can see what I'm doing. It's another reason I don't like using this practice hand, just because with my actual hand, I can obviously put it the way I want it, but because these fingers don't have like wires in or anything, I can't bend them to how I want them to be, so they're automatically pointing down. So yeah, just taking my buffer now, and then I'll wipe over with some isopropyl alcohol and a lint-free wipe, and then I'll just, yeah, I lost my buffer decided it wanted to fly out my hand. And then I'll go over with my base coat, and that'll get a 60-second cure in the lamp. Do apologise because it took me a hot second to find this base coat. I was looking all over my desk for it. I was like, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, so I'm just basically going to give each one of these nails a generous layer of base coat and then put that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And again, if you've never watched any of my videos, I cut all that out because you would literally just be staring at the paper towel and the desk. So if you see the jump cut, it's just that it's already been cured and I've just retook it back out of the lamp. Right, so these are the colours I'm using. I think that was E058 from Beetles Gel Polish and 894 from Beetles Gel Polish, which is just like a pink and a white. And then I'm using YJ008, which is a glitter top coat, and that's from Beetles Gel Polish as well. So I've just got that out of the lamp after having a 60-second cure. Right, so I'm going in on the middle finger first, and I'm basically just going to be painting this. Yeah, I noticed that the bubbles are on the, well, not the bubbles, but like the uneven texture, and I was like so mad. But I'm going in with a white on this one, and pretty much just in painting the entire surface. Now, I do give this 2 coats, so each coat that I do, I will obviously do a coat, put it in the lamp for 60 seconds, do another coat, put it in the lamp for 60 seconds, and then I'm pretty sure after that I do wipe it when it comes out the second time it's been cured. But yeah, this is the only nail that's going to be white. This is basically the background for the checkered stickers that I'm going to be coming in with in a bit. So I'll just let you watch and I'll come back when I need to explain something. So now I'm going in with that pink colour. I'm pretty sure I do this on, if I'm not mistaken at this moment in time, I think I do it on the pointer and the pinky. I do pretty much use this colour on the ring finger and the thumb as well, but I do that differently. I do them at different times because because of the nail hand and the way I have to place it in the light. I have to kind of do the thumb separate. I can't really do it with the rest of the 4 fingers because it'll just make a mess of the inside of my light. So I choose just not to I choose not to do it so I don't mess my light up, but basically just giving each one of them a coat of the pink, one coat, and then I'm gonna cure it in the lamp and do a second one. But I do the ring finger here now in a second. Now you can't really see what's going on at the moment with the ring finger, but basically just take that glitter top coat colour and I'm basically just painting the free edge of the tip. And yeah, you can't really see it all that well, so I do apologise. I mean, you can see it a bit better towards the end. But I don't know, I just kind of wanted to do like a glittery tip, like a see-through glittery tip. And I thought, okay, that'd be a nice colour to put on. So they've just had 60 seconds in the lamp. I'm trying to show it you here, but it's just, the camera just doesn't do it justice. It's a really pretty colour. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with the second coat on the pinky and the pointer. And then I think I do go in with another layer of that glitter colour on the ring finger. And I will be coming in with that pink on the ring finger in a bit and fading it out. So I'm going to put the ring finger up near the cuticle and then like fade it out towards the free edge, just so that there's like a nail bed colour there, so it's not just, you know, see-through completely. So you can see the nail underneath. It's like, I just wanted to make sure that I had something there so it didn't look weird, and also so it was cohesive with the rest of the set. So yeah, these will get a 60-second cure again in a minute once I've finished. Right, so here's where I do the thumb. And again, like I said, I apologise because it's all pretty standard and pretty boring today. It's just a simple design. I didn't really know what I was doing, actually. I didn't have this set planned out. I just sat down and filmed and just come up with this set. So I do apologise. But like I said, I've had some in real life stuff going on that's really affected me. So yeah, I do apologise for that. It's just created an imbalance in like my creative flow and like all sorts. So I'm just trying to come up with bits and bobs, but I'll have an interesting video coming up soon actually, which I will be filming in the next week. I'm just going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds now and then do the second coat. Yeah, so doing the second coat now. But I've ordered it's like an Easter mystery box kind of thing from Blue Sky, and I'm like really looking forward to it. It's like, I think you get something like, I think it's like 12 mini gel polishes or something like that in the set, like all like Easter coloured or like Easter themed. So, you know, so like if that company's released some on an Easter of one year, then it might be included or whatever. So I'm getting that shortly, so I'll film the process of that and the swatching of it and stuff like that. But I'm just wiping over now. You do actually get to see that shimmery colour a bit better in a bit, because I've just remembered that I actually go over the middle finger, the white one, with it, so that it's like glittery under the checkered nail. But I'm gonna do this first, I think. Yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna go in with 2 coats again. I'm just basically painting like 1/3 of the nail, and then from the cuticle area upwards, and then I'll get my ombre brush and I'll just fade it out. Now again, this is a great ombre brush, I couldn't recommend it more. It's from Glitter Pan let me try it again. It's from Glitter Planet UK. One of the best ombre brushes I've ever used. The bristles are really high quality, because sometimes if you know yourself, if you're a nail tech yourself, you can get like a really cheap one off like AliExpress or Temu or whatever, and it'll just like fall apart, not really blend the ombre out properly and stuff like that, and it's upsetting because it ruins your work. So, but that I couldn't recommend more. It's such a good ombre brush. So again, that's just had 60 seconds in the light, and now I'm coming in with the second coat, and I'm just basically going to do the same again, just fade it out, and when I'm happy with the fade, I'll just put it in the light for 60 seconds. I think before I put it in the light, I do a coat of glitter on that middle nail, if I'm not mistaken. Right, these are the nail stickers I'll be using. So, like I said, it's kind of like a retro-y kind of gambling kind of theme, I suppose. Like I said, I'm going to go in with this checkered pattern first. I just like kind of get a rough idea of how wide to cut it. And then I just follow the line and cut it up where the checkered print is. Now, it did take me forever to actually peel these off the sheet, because it was actually really, really thin. It was such a nice sticker. It laid down really, really nice. And I got these off Temu, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And it took me forever to fart about getting it off. Like, that comes off really easy. It's like the protective film. That come off super easy, but like actually trying to get the sticker off the backing was a nightmare, so I cut it out because it took me forever, like an embarrassingly long time. So I'm just flattening that down, making sure I've got it all around the edges. Now, usually I would cut it off, but obviously because this is a false hand and it's got gaps and stuff round where, you know, you could just see in there, then a bit come off on its own, and that was just because I'd rubbed it enough and it come off. But I basically, all that extra hanging off the edge there, I just go with a file, just careful not to file the top of the nail, and I go like right on where the free edge would be, and I just file, and that'll disconnect the actual sticker. yeah, as you can see there, I just managed to pull it off. There was a little bit hanging left on the edge there, so I took that off. And before I move on to any other nail, I wanted to seal this in because I was really happy with it. So I'm just gonna take a top coat and just give this a quick top coat, and that's gonna go in the lamp for 60 seconds. Right, so onto the thumb. We go in with, I think, a red bow charm, like a red bow sticker. Yeah, so going with this big red bow. And I don't know, I just liked the vibes of it. I was like, okay, because like this whole set was a bit of a mishmash of just all these different stickers. So like I said, and I felt happy with the like end result. I kind of wish they were on my hand instead of the nail hand, but like I said, I've got cuts all over my fingers everywhere from where I've bit my skin too far, so, and it looks a mess, and I didn't want you guys having to see that. So when I've got the sticker where I want it to be, I just make sure that it's completely flat. Now these stickers on this sheet kind of have like a 5D, 3D, whichever one you want to say, texture to it, but I wasn't super bothered about it being, if I top coated it and it was a bit lumpy, I wasn't bothered because it was on the nail hand, so it's not gonna bother the nail hand, is it? So when I stick it down, now that I'm happy with it, I do top coat it again. And like I said, I would have had to have done this separate anyway because it's the thumb. But I did decide I wanted a little bit of bling, so I was like, right, okay, so I ended up putting a rhinestone in the middle of the bow, just a little AB rhinestone, which you'll see in a minute. And I do give that a flash cure so that it doesn't move anywhere with like my mini flash cure lamp again, which you'll see in a minute, before I end up putting it into the light. Just so that when I put it, because the way I have to put it in the light, I have to kind of tilt it, and I didn't want it moving about. I wanted it to stay where I placed it, so I give it like a 10-second flash cure outside of the lamp, and then once it was in the lamp, I did a 60-second full cure. Right, so for these nails, on this one, I ended up going in with like this cheetah print kind of little pattern, like swoopy swirly thing. Now I could have just done this straight down the nail, but I went with like a bit of a diagonal, so kind of like across where the glitter and the ombre meet. I don't know, I just thought it looked a lot nicer. And all of these stickers were great, by the way. All of them are off Temu. I've had many stickers off Temu, and nail stickers, and I would highly recommend them. They're cheap, but they're worth it. Like, I've never had any that I've struggled with off Temu. I've only ever had ones I've struggled with off AliExpress. But that doesn't mean to say that you don't, like, I'm not saying don't go and get them off AliExpress. If that's what you want to do, then you can do, but I do prefer the ones from Temu 9 times out of 10. They're just, even though they're cheap, they're good quality. So then I went in with, I think not just these cherries, I went in with like these 8-ball cherries, and then I think I went in with some pointed stars on this one as well, on the pointer finger. Like I said, I do apologise because I was trying to get the camera angles right and so that you guys could see as well, and it was just really difficult with this hand. I really did hate using it. But like I said, I just didn't want to gross you all out with the amount of cuts and stuff I had on my hand, so yeah. Yeah, peeling these up was a bit fiddly because this is a smaller sticker, so I got there eventually though. There you go. I do end up not top coating all these. I just top coat them all at the end. I don't do it individually because I just feel like they'll be okay. They'll be secure enough. So on this last finger, kind of overloaded it a little bit and I don't know why. I just was like, okay. So we're going with one of the flame stickers first. The little tiny baby flames. And I stick that down, and I end up going in with another 2 more stickers on this. Like I said, I don't know why I overloaded this one, but I just wanted to. I think sometimes I'll look at something and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do it simple, and then like I end up just doing the complete and opposite. Because like simple to me is boring. Like I'm very over the top when it comes to like my nails and stuff like that, so I don't like anything plain. I've always got to have glitter or like some kind of like art or rhinestones or something. So I did go in with a little, it's like a double card. I think it's like one that's black and one that's red. And then I do go in with a tiny little, I think it's like a 5 ball if I'm not mistaken. It's a snooker pool, whichever way you want to say it, ball anyway, but it's a tiny one. It was wanting to stick to everything other than my actual nail hand, so it was sticking to my glove, it was sticking to my tweezer. I got there eventually though, look, managed. And then again, we're going to go in with on the point of the pinky and the ring finger. I nearly got confused then. And just basically use that top coat again and just seal everything in. Just give it a generous coat and make sure it's that the stickers are well coated and they're not going to go anywhere. And you always want to make sure you're rubbing your stickers down really good, because if there's any little bit that's lifted up, it's going to cause issues when you put the top coat on, and it's going to start peeling up as the top coat's setting in the lamp. So you're just going to have big humps and bumps and lumps in your nail, and you don't want that. Unless that's what you're going for, then go for it. But usually you want your nails to be smooth, so... yeah, this is the issue I had now. I was trying to show you all. You can kind of see that glitter a bit better now, but trying to get all the nails in shot was like a massive pain in the ass. But either way, guys, I hope you're all having a good day wherever you are in the world. Hopefully you enjoyed this nail set. Like I said, my next video is probably going to be a bit of a haul and a swatch video. I might do a little set of nails in that. I don't know yet. I'll see. But that should be out within the next week. I love you all and hope you're all staying safe. Thank you if you are subscribed. It means a lot. And hopefully see you guys next time. Bye, guys.